We're having a little technical difficulty if anybody can hear me, so I'm not sure. Erin, can we do it from here?
You'd have to start a new one. It's just in the wrong.
Okay, just start a new one.
You want to tell them that?
We're going to start a new link, so I'll be right back. So hang tight, everybody. If it's live, we can just go.
It's on right now.
Huh?
It's on right now.
Okay, that's it. Yeah.
It's just, it's this way instead of this way.
It's okay, guys. Sorry about the technical difficulties that we're having, but it happens and we're live, and that's the joy of going live. We do run into some technical difficulties, but I'm so happy you guys are here today because I have great news. Finally, the book is out. I know you guys have been waiting for this. Everybody's been asking me about it. And I have really mixed emotions right now because you guys all know that my mom passed away before this book came out. So it's just been very, it's been very difficult, but the book is ready. And I want to tell you a little bit about the book because the book is not just a cookbook, although there's about 135 to 140 recipes in here. So the book is a journey about me and Gustavo Tolosa, Dr. Gustavo Tolosa. And the whole concept behind this book was I wanted to write a book, or we wanted to write a book, because there's so many books out there that talk about the women losing weight, but it doesn't talk about men and how they lost weight. Now, I come from Iran, Gustavo comes from Argentina, and I thought, what better way that we could fuse all this together and tell our journey. We never gave up our favorite foods. We never gave up our culture. We incorporated that, and yet we found a common ground, and that is going whole food, plant-based, salt, oil, and sugar-free. So we had this idea, and I thought, and I told Gustavo, I'm like, well, how are we going to write this book? So then that's when, thank God for Glenn Mercer, he came into the picture, who helped us to co-author the book. He helped us to edit it, and he helped us to create a concept for the book. So if you read the book, it starts with me, and then it goes to Gustavo, and then goes to me. So it tells us all about our history, about our background, our childhood, our growing up, what some of our favorite foods were as children, and how we converted those either, for me, mostly like Persian food, and for Gustavo, his Argentinian food. I've taken my grandmother's recipes and I've converted them. There's recipes in the book that my mom and I created together. And there's a lot of Persian recipes because you guys all wanted Persian recipes. So there's a lot of Persian recipes in here. I cannot thank enough the plant-based community, especially some of the doctors, for supporting our book. And I'd like to read you a list of all of our, everyone that has supported and that has endorsed our book, and you will find them in here. First of all, a big shout out to Chef AJ. She wrote the intro to the book. She gave us a great review. And then after that, Dr. Neil Barnard, president of the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine. We've got Tammy Kramer from Nutmeg Notebook. We've got Dr. Michael Clapper, author of the Vegan Nutrition Pure and Simple. We've got Dr. Doug Lyle, author of The Pleasure Trap. We've got Dr. Alan Goldhammer, founder of the True North Health Center. We've got Dr. Hans Deal, founder of the CHIP program. We've got Dr. Nathan Gershfeld, founder of Fasting Escape. We have Chef Ramses Bravo from True North. We have Wanda Huberman, director of the National Health Institute. We've got Dr. Shada Khoshbin. She tasted all the Persian recipes because I needed a Persian, someone that, who's Persian, to eat all this food, to tell me if we're there. Dr. Steve Lawenda, Catherine Lawrence, owner of Food Saved Me Institute, and last but not least, John Pierre with Living with Harmony. So we've got, and I completely forgot Dr. McDougall. Dr. McDougall has endorsed our book from Where is Dr. McDougall? Here he is. He's on the back of the book. John and Mary McDougall, founders of the McDougall program, co-authors of 13 best-selling books. To get the endorsement of all of these people has meant the world to me and Gustavo. I cannot even, it just warms my heart when these heavy hitters, these people that I completely look up to, endorsed our book and gave us such a rave review and just really enjoyed it and really liked it. So for me, it's been wonderful. You'll notice that with my recipes, it starts out with a pomegranate because you guys all know how much I love pomegranates. With Gustavo, you know, he's in music, so we've got the musical notes. And it talks about my strategies, my top 10 strategies of what I have to lose weight. And Gustavo also does the same thing. So it's really good. I hope that you guys will enjoy this book. I hope that you will make many recipes from this book. Please, if you purchase this, you can go onto Amazon and purchase this directly. But make sure you save your receipt because from now until July 1st, if you submit your proof of purchase and you're going to submit it to lyhlbonus@yahoo.com, we will send you bonus recipes. And for those of you that like tahdig, and it's the crunchy part of the rice for Persian cooking, that's in there. That's in the bonus, so you will get that. So make sure to save your receipt and email it to the email I just gave you. And so we can submit, we can give you guys the bonus recipes. I am here today with my good friend, Erin. It is about time that her and I are back in the kitchen together. So, Erin, do we have anyone with any comments or anything so I can stop talking?
What was the email again? LYHL?
LYHL bonus@yahoo.com. That's where you're gonna email your proof of purchase so that we can send out the bonus recipes. And I'm gonna ask you guys for one more favor. If you guys like the book and if you guys like the recipes, please go onto Amazon and give us a 5-star review. And if you could write a review for us, that would make me oh so happy. And I would really, really appreciate it.
So we've got people on. So Gustavo's on here.
Gustavo is on. Fantastic. I couldn't have done it without him, guys. It's a joint collaboration.
Says your book arrived yesterday. My initial pursuit revealed it's fantastic. I've already ordered a bottle of
Advia?
There you go.
There you go. Advia. The Persian. Right. Advia.
Really looking into digging deeper into the book.
That's fantastic. I'm really excited, you guys. Really, really excited. If you guys have any questions for me, go ahead and ask. If not, you can always certainly email me. You could text me. You could always find me on YouTube. We haven't done a lot of lives lately just because with life and happening, just in general. But who knows? Maybe Erin and I will start doing a few more lives again. If not, I certainly hope that you guys are enjoying the recipes that are coming out on YouTube.
Yeah. Any questions about the book? What is going on in Sacramento?
What is going on in Sacramento? So Gustavo and I will be in Sacramento next weekend. Chef AJ has a meetup group that you guys can all go sign up for. It's Sunday. I don't remember exactly where the potluck is, but it will be on Sunday. And if you guys are in Sacramento, please go ahead and check Chef AJ's meetup group that's in Sacramento, and she's got a list of the events that are happening there.
And Dr. Lyle will be there too.
Yes, everybody will be there. I'd like to read to you, if you guys are okay, I'd like to read to you a few of the endorsements, just because I am just like shocked. The first one I'd like to read to you guys is from Dr. McDougall, and it says, quote, This book will become a valuable contribution to the vegan movement for better health for people and the planet. The format is unique and the stories are captivating. The delicious and easy to prepare recipes and Live Your Healthiest Life will quickly become a household staple. Thank you, Dr. McDougall. I'm just in awe. Seriously, I mean, he's like the godfather of, you guys all know how Dr. McDougall is. Here's one from Chef AJ. And this really summarizes it beautifully. Shayda and Gustavo came from opposite ends of the world and very different cultures. Yet their journeys, both involving dramatic weight loss, brought them to the same corner of the world and the same understanding of how to eat in a way that is satisfying, healthy, and life-changing. This book brings their stories to life in a unique, memorable format that will leave you turning the page. Live Your Healthiest Life contains over 135 international vegan, gluten-free, sugar-free, oil-free recipes made from whole foods. Shayda transforms the Persian cuisine she grew up with into healthy, plant-based cuisine, and Gustavo does the same with Argentinian cuisine. And the foreword is by one of my mentors, Chef AJ. Do we have any?
Which recipe are you most proud of?
I am most proud of the recipes that my mom and I did together. Those truly hold a sentimental value to me, and I'm proud of the fact that we did a lot of the Persian recipes, and the fact that the Persian recipes, when Persians come over and they try it, they love it, and they are by no means vegan or plant-based or salt, oil, sugar-free. So we've captured the taste. So that's really cool. I, in a million years, never thought I'd be writing a book. I mean, seriously. And yet, here we are. So it's pretty cool.
I don't know if Gustavo, if you can hear me, if you can answer the same question, kind of what recipe was.
Yeah, Gustavo, what recipe are you most proud of? If you could type that in, so Aaron. And then in the meantime, I'm going to read to you guys what Dr. Neil Barnard said. This wonderful book is a treasury of delicious and healthful recipes you are likely to find nowhere else. And he is true about that. But it is more than that. This book is an invitation to meet two fascinating people who became experts in the role of food and health issues and share their expertise with you. This optimistic and practical guide will change your life. Thank you, Dr. Barnard.
And somebody said, I loved how the vegetables printed on the recipe portion distinguish it from the narrative portion of the book. I don't know whose idea that was, but it's a nice touch.
So that was our designer, Janine Elder. She designed the book. And she did that, and I thought that was such a great idea to separate the recipes from the narrative of the book and do it with fruits and vegetables. I thought that was brilliant, and it looked really good. She did a phenomenal job in doing this book. So I can't thank her enough as well, along with Glenn Mercer for putting this book together and for finding a way to really capture our story and to bring it to life.
So Gustavo said the recipes of my dear grandmother, who was from Spain, are my favorite ones.
There you go.
Cool.
It's really nice when, people think that just because they go to a plant-based, SOS-free diet, or I don't even want to call it a diet anymore because it's just the way we live, but that they have to give up the food that they grew up with. Yes, maybe some foods we can't convert, but for a lot of it, there's ways to do that. And, I think it just proves that you can do it.
Yeah.
But we, like I said, we both came to the same common ground. So if you're looking at the book, this here is called sholezard, and it's a Persian rice pudding. And then this up here is salad olivier, which is a Persian potato salad. So it's really kind of cool. And on the back, I've got cookies up here. This is noon nochochi, but they're like chickpea cookies. And Mom was so excited when we were able to put this one together. There's quite a few recipes in there, especially like halva. And I don't know what halva is in English, but it's a dessert that we make sometimes in time of mourning, in time of celebration. I mean, they make it, but it's made with flour, rice, oil, all sorts of stuff. And it's made on the stovetop. But I figured out a way to make it with, believe it or not, with lentils. And the taste, and I took it to our friend's house, and she couldn't believe it because the taste is spot on. And the texture, everything, we managed to get it. And that recipe, I worked on that for quite some time. And there was another recipe in the Persian section, kuku sabzi, which is like an herb frittata. It literally took me maybe a couple of years to come up with that, to figure that recipe out too, because that recipe has a lot of eggs in it. So yes, it may take us a lot of trials and tribulations to come up with the recipe, but just keep working at it. You'll get there. You'll get there.
Cool.
So what's your favorite recipe, Miss Erin?
I feel like you'll know.
Yeah, I do know what's her favorite recipe. So that's
my favorite recipe is page 4.
Page 4.
I don't know how to say it, but it's still quinoa and fava bean. The quinoa and fava bean.
Oh, God, bagali polo.
I'm gonna say it. That's one of my favorites. I have a few, but I love that one. That's like a go-to.
But I've made it both ways for you, the rice and the quinoa version. Yeah, yeah. So I converted that one because it's typically a rice, but I also make it with quinoa.
Yeah.
So check your phone because I see a lot of stuff coming up, but I don't know what people are saying. So.
Say congratulations. So happy for you.
Thank you, guys.
Purchased the book. Gustavo said, I grew up eating my grandmother's recipes every single day.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Any questions for Gustavo or Shayda?
We may, I don't know if I should, maybe I should ask Gustavo before I make an announcement about it. So I'll wait till I see him. Because we may this may come out in another language too. So, yeah, we're talking about it. So
we'll see if he writes anything.
We will see, exactly.
But I am excited to try some of Gustavo's recipes because I've had a lot of yours, but I've never had the pleasure of.
So Gustavo, I am looking forward to making your anger management potatoes. Here. On page 157, he's got anger management potato. I don't have any anger, but the title itself just really captivated me. Like I'm intrigued.
Funny.
I'm intrigued.
Funny.
Yeah, he's got some great recipes in here. And speaking of recipes in here. Now, a lot of you guys know. What's Mauricio? Mauricio, who's one of the chefs at True North, he also has a few recipes in here. So that's really exciting because I know a lot of you guys like the way he cooks. He's a phenomenal chef, and there are a few recipes by Mauricio in here. So you will see a few recipes from Mauricio. You'll see it from Paula, a few of my friends that, I love their recipes and I wanted to include it in the book. So yeah.
And what can they expect on the bonus recipes?
Well, that's a surprise. No, what you can you'll have to see. Well, no, as far as the bonus recipes, so you'll be getting 5 of Gustavo's favorite recipes. There are Argentinian food, and from me, you're gonna get a lot of Persian rice recipes, and you're gonna get the tahdig recipes. So that you will get. Yeah, the tahdig did not make it into the book. We saved it as a bonus because I know a lot of people want that. Yeah.
Let's see. What is a good recipe to start with?
Well, what do you like? Like I don't know because like with
Depends,
with my recipes. My recipes go, well, we have the health journey recipes. And for my recipes, I've got breakfast, I've got the salad dressings, I've got the soups and stews, salads, appetizers, burger, wraps, sushi. I've got side dishes, I've got entrees. I also have holiday recipes, Persian recipes, and desserts.
No, the family harvest salad's really, really good.
There you go. And then with Gustavo's recipes, he's got breakfast, main dishes, side dishes, soups, potatoes, and of course, we cannot leave out dessert. So we have all that
It's
as
all
well.
good. I would say you can't go wrong with any recipe.
No, really, it's hard for me. I'm very partial to Persian food, so I'm going to say those are my favorites. But
Oh, that yummy, delicious mustard sauce.
Oh yeah. No.
I'm just looking through everything, getting really hungry.
You're so funny. You're so funny. I've put in here what my grandfather loved. Like his favorite rice was kalam polo, which is cabbage rice. Yes, I mean there's a lot. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, please make sure that if you purchase it on Amazon, you send your proof of purchase. Do it before July 1st. So you can get the recipe. Make sure you email it to lyhlbonus@yahoo.com. And I really, 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 really want to thank you for all your support, all your love, especially when I was going through a very difficult time with the passing of my mom. It's still been very difficult, but you guys have been nothing but absolutely wonderful in helping me and supporting me, and I can't thank you enough. And thank you for encouraging me to write this book. I know there's a lot of you that I should thank, and I will thank you guys personally, but thank you so much for encouraging me to write this book. Like I said, I would have never in a million years thought that I'd be writing a book. Who would have thunk it?
I'm excited.
Huh?
I'm excited to try all of them.
Thank you. So that was my exciting news for today, that the book is finally ready to go. Well, if you guys,
Gustavo said some of the best recipes are in the bonus PDF. That people will receive once they email us the receipt.
That's right.
Said mine are sweets. He likes the desserts. The Galician rice is amazing. My grandmother was from Valencia, Spain, and it is a recipe that comes from generations and generations.
See, that's what's really nice about this book. There's recipes in here that are literally coming from generation to generation to generation, and that's nice.
And he said, and the baked polenta, yum.
Okay, Gustavo, you need to come out here and make us the baked polenta. Either that or Aaron and I are coming to Argentina so you can make us the baked polenta.
Yeah, but yeah, I thought it was neat how you did all the generational recipes and, the background working.
That's what I'm saying. It's not just
how you made it healthy.
Yeah, it's not just a cookbook. Like there's a whole process behind. There's a whole story behind it, where it came from, how it got to be. So
he says he will make it for you.
I know he will, and I'm going to hold him to it. Absolutely. Well, I want to thank you guys for being here today. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for purchasing the book. And like I said, please make sure that if you purchase the book, to go online and give us a review. Give us a nice review. Give us 5 stars, please. And we can't thank you enough. So thank you again for being here tonight. Have a good night, everyone. Bye.